Hello, it always look like I'm in like heaven. Anyways, hello everyone, back to my channel. Today I have my first reading wrap up. It is my July reading wrap up and then my August TBR. Also, look at the clip in my hair. You can't see it because I won't ever turn around this video, but I have to show you because it goes in my shirt. Wait, let's see if you can see it. Wait, ready? Let's see if you can see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay, can you see it? I hope you can see it. It's a butterfly. It's a butterfly. My head's going absolutely insane. All I hear is either Utopia in my head or August by Taylor Swift because today is August 1st. I read 8 books in July, which is a really good number for me. Technically, I read 9 books because I'm going to explain to you my first book. And you're going to laugh. Please don't laugh. I'm going to explain to you my first book. I'm going to try and go in order of the way I read it. My first book is a technicality. I don't know if you want to count it. No, you don't know what this book is. This is a poetry book by none other than Drake. Yes, Drake, as in Aubrey Graham, which is on here. Yeah, this is Drake's poetry book. Now, the reason I call it technicality, and while I say I read it and I didn't, because there is a sentence per page. Now, I don't really, like, look, there's only like a sentence per page, and sometimes there's not even, like, that's what each page looks like. And sometimes there's not even, like, another sentence. Sometimes it's just empty on the other side. Let me see. Sometimes it's just empty on the other side. So yeah, so this is the first book I read. It took me like 20 minutes to read this. I sat on my floor and giggled. This book is funny. It's good. I bought it for when it was $20. Don't buy it retail. Don't do that. If you want to read this book, I will take a picture of every single page on here if you want to. The second book I read this month was My Pride, My Joy, My Babies, The Magnolia Parks Universe, Daisy Hates, the first Daisy Hates book. I'm so scared to read Jessica Hastings books because I know they will cause me emotional turmoil, so I just get so scared. So I've been holding this off and I've been holding the other ones off. So yeah, but what's this book about? I even tabbed it. This book was so good. I rated this book at 4.5. What can I say? I love drama. I love it. I love toxicity. I love it. The next book I read on my Kindle, I don't have the author's name in my notes. I'm sorry, but it'll be here. You'll see it. But it was called Call It What You Want, and essentially it was really hard to read that directly after Magnolia Parks because it was essentially just the same thing. It was like a very toxic cycle over and over and over again, and it was really hard to read it after Magnolia Parks because Magnolia Parks was so good and this one was not so good. I gave it a 3 because it was the author's debut book, and I know how hard that can be to write, and so yeah, it was just the first book she's ever written, so I understand. I get it. And just yeah, so let me explain to you what this book is about. Actually, I just have my thoughts on it. Actually, I don't even have an explanation. Basically, it's literally the same exact thing as Magnolia Parks. It's these people who are like in a constant situationship and they've never, and like it just like takes you through a really toxic, bad situationship, and that's all I can explain to you without spoiling it. Okay, if you read this book, please let me know what you think about Ethan. I put in my notes, Ethan definitely works for Barstool Sports. He's like some sports guy in New York, and he definitely works for Barstool Sports. There's no way he doesn't. If you read this book, tell me he doesn't. Exactly. Next book, I also read this one on my Kindle. It is called You Can Trust Me by Kirsten Moglen. I think that's how you say her name, but anyways, we have the same name, so I had to read it. This was a mystery thriller book, and yeah, I rated it 3.5. I don't remember main character names, so I'm just gonna say this woman, something bad happened to her like a little bit ago, a long time ago when she was a little girl, and every summer she spends it reminiscing on what happened to her. And this summer she has a husband and her best friend spending it with her, and they surprise her with a cruise, and she's very like reluctant to go on the cruise, and she's like, guys, come on now, but they're like, come on now, go on the cruise, and then bad things happen on the cruise. I gave this book a 3.5 because it was so fast-paced. It was so fast-paced. Kirsten Moglen knows how to write. I did kind of guess the plot twist, but also it was like a very telenovela plot twist, and I was just joking when I said it. Anyways, it was 300 pages. It was a quick read. If you want a quick mystery thriller to read like on a plane or something, it was so quick and easy and fun. I actually really liked it. Next book, Red, White, and Royal Blue. This book was so cute. In my notes for my thoughts, I literally put love, love, love. This book was so freaking cute. Everything about it literally made me giddy. Like, they're just so cute. I love them. That's what I put in my notes, and that's how I feel still. This book is so freaking cute. Now, this is like the OG BookTok book, so you probably know what it's about, but I'm still gonna explain it. Henry is the Prince of England, and Alex is the first son. They call him Fotis. I've never heard anyone say Fotis before, but they call him Fotis. It's like enemies to lovers. They hate each other. They have to fake a friendship, and then the friendship turns into love. I loved it. 4.5. So cute, so amazing, so magnificent. Next book, not so good. Darling Venom. I want to explain it to you, but I don't. If you want to read this book and you don't know what it's about, don't read the back, because I'm going to explain it to you better without spoiling it. So basically, every Valentine's Day, these two people, they go up to the roof because they want to off themselves, and every Valentine's Day they go back to the roof and they talk to each other about why they shouldn't off themselves. And then something happens, and then like you're flashed forward into the future, and then other things happen. It's marketed as romance, but I don't think it is a romance in my opinion. It's about grief and how people grieve differently. It's a really good book about mental health, and I gave it 3.5 because the writing was so weird. It was very like Wattpad-y in a sense. Like it was very like, I'm in high school and my AP English teacher told me I write a good essay, so I'm gonna write a book. That's how it felt. The writing was iffy, but the story was cool. Kind of. It didn't end the way I wanted it to end. I know I wanted it to end very differently, but in a way worse way than it ended. But you know, and I was expecting it to end differently. It didn't though. Just whack book. The Deal by L. Kennedy. This book sucked. Bad. This is a college romance book about this girl. She tutors this guy, and then they make a deal on fake dating. And in my opinion, it sucked really bad. It was misogynistic, it was stupid, it was dumb. The premise was dumb, and maybe it's because I am not a child, but this is very dated. The book is very dated. It was written in 2015. I gave it 2 stars only because the way they talked about sexual assault was really good. That was it. Other than that, the book sucked. I would not continue the series because I'm assuming it's gonna suck just as bad as this one. Yeah. On to my next book. This book was so cute. Brutal Prince. I rated this a 4.75. That's how much I loved it. Callum, some people might hate him. That pool scene, some people might have been upset. I giggled. I was in my bed cackling. That was so funny. That was so funny. I was dying laughing. That was so funny. The pool scene. Basically, what happens in this book is it's like a mafia family. 2 mafia families, and Ada, however you say her name, Ada goes to Callum's house and she accidentally sets it ablaze. And so in return, they're like, how are you gonna repay us? Marry my son. No, I know it's crazy. It gets deeper. It's deeper interconnected than that. It's because they want an alliance, because they want a truce. They want an alliance between the 2 mafia families. Last book. It was Don't Go Down There by Kristen Moglen. Again, she is such a good writer, and we have the same names.
I don't know why I said we had the same name and then pronounced her name wrong. It's Kirsten.
I'm gonna try to explain this without spoiling it because this book was insane and the twist actually got me. Maybe it's because I read it at 12 a.m. but that twist got me. I rated it 3.75 because that twist got me. So to explain without spoiling, Andy, she comes home in the middle of the day and she sees that her husband is there even though he should be at work. Her stuff, all his stuff is there, his car is there, his keys are there, and he's nowhere to be found. And then he comes from the basement and she's like, babe, what are you doing in the basement? Nobody goes down there. And then she finds out something is down there. And it was crazy. It's not a monster, by the way. Those are the books I read in July. TBRs are meant to be broken. There's no chance. No way I'm gonna read all these books. This is just a simple suggestion to myself that these books are on my TBR and I should read them, possibly. First book. Throttle by Lauren Asher. When I tell you I've tried to pick this book up so many times, I've had this book since possibly November. I've tried to pick up this book so many times. I've tried to pick it up on my Kindle. I've tried to pick it up physically. I cannot read this book, but I want to get into the series and I love Lauren Asher's writing, so I just really want to get into it. It's basically about F1 racing. It's brother's rival, brother's enemy, but it's also enemies to lovers because she also doesn't like him because of her brother. It's good. It's good. It's good. I've heard. I've honestly, truthfully, to be fair, I didn't fully have a desire to read this book. Everyone was talking about it, and I didn't have a desire. I didn't really care to read this book, and then I saw people rating this 5 stars. They were saying it's the best book they've ever read this year, and I was like, oh, y'all are for real about this. Yeah. How do I explain this? I don't know anything about this. I know dragons. I typically go into books blind. I've been trying my hardest to not see what people have said about this book. I just know people have been rating it 5 stars. I know people have been raving about it, and I'm excited to read it. First of all, I also did not know this book was this thick. It always looked smaller. Next book, Act Your Age, Eve Brown. This book looks so cute. It looks so cute. Basically, I also don't know anything about this book. I don't know anything about this book other than I think she broke this guy's arm and then they fall in love. Okay. Oh, I don't have it physically with me, but on my Kindle I want to read Stolen Air because I don't think it doesn't come out till like late August. I think she got like a publisher, so like all her books are being reprinted. So Sophie Lark, Stolen Air. I just know it's about Nessa. I know nothing about the book. I just know she's a ballerina. That's all I know. And for a little bit I had an obsession with ballet. So I'm excited. Next is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I've had this book for a little bit. I have no desire to pick it up. It's just on my TBR. I know it's about a doctor, and I know the man, he's like so like self-conscious and like so like he has so much anxiety, and everyone thinks that like he hates everyone, but truthfully he's just so self-conscious, and it's cute, and I heard it's really positive, and I heard it's cute. Next, Pain. I'm not ready to continue the series, and I know I won't be okay because Magnolia and BJ are I can't even talk straight when I think about Magnolia and BJ, because as much as I love BJ, I hate BJ as much as I love him. Right now I hate him because of what he did. This book that comes after everything happens, if you've read Magnolia Parks, because I don't want to spoil anything, but if you read Magnolia Parks, after everything that happens, she goes to New York, and that's all I know. I have to get off of TikTok because I cannot have spoilers. I know nothing about this book because if anything in this universe gets spoiled for me, I don't know what I'll do. So I know nothing about this book, and I have no desire to learn anything about this book before I open it with my own eyes. If you see what I'm doing here, I have a video planned for later, but I want to read ACOTAR because I have to, you know, I have to know what the girls are meaning, and I have to get to Crescent City because I saw a spoiler about Crescent City. Well, about what's the second Crescent City book? I saw a spoiler about the blue book, House of Sky. I saw a spoiler about House of Sky, and my God, and I want to read House of Sky, and I think I gotta read House of Sky. I think I have to read ACOTAR before I get to House of Sky. Well, first I gotta read Crescent City, then I gotta get to House of Sky. This book is about a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and this girl gets captured and she falls in love with her captor, I believe. I don't believe it. I know it's true. My next book is Addicted to You. I have a really big desire to read it. I have actually a giant desire to get into this whole entire world because I have most of the rest of the books. But I have a desire to get into this world. I just haven't read it. I just haven't picked it up. Maybe I'm scared. I don't know. But I just know this book is about two people who are addicted to things. She's addicted to sex. He's addicted to alcohol. And they fake date so they can hide their addictions from their families. And I heard this one isn't that good. I heard you gotta get into. I heard the other ones are better and you gotta get into them. But I'm excited to read this. And last but not least, a book I'm so excited about. I've also had this book for a little bit. Not a little bit, a long time. I've actually had it since, I want to say February. But The Atlas Six. One big thing about me. I love Now You See Me. You go on my inactive letterbox, you will see that Now You See Me is there. I love Now You See Me so much. And I love J. Daniel Atlas so much. Not bald J. Daniel Atlas, because why was he bald? I know he was bald because he was filming Batman, but still, why was he bald? Essentially, all I know about this is it's like Now You See Me. I want to say somebody, that better be the case. Nobody would have lied to me. But I heard it's like Now You See Me. I heard it's 6 people trying to get into like a magician school, and magic is cool to me. I love Now You See Me. Now we're gonna get deep and oh my god, oh my god, my shorts have been there the whole time. Oh my god, we got deep and personal. Thank you so much for watching this video. Oh my god, you're too close. That's fine. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching my July wrap up and my August TBR. I'm so excited to read none of these books in August because I'll probably go to Barnes & Noble tomorrow and buy more books. Anyways, thank you so much. I love you for watching this video, and just, yeah, have a good day and subscribe. Yeah, anyways, thank you so much and bye. Have a good day. I guess this is just what I do now. Bye.